Hello everyone, it's Professor Ino095. Let's get back straight into the news segment one more time actually. So we have like a lot of interesting news tonight. So before that, we get straight into the news. If you do enjoy what I'm doing right here, right now in this channel, if you do enjoy my content, please hit like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. There's gonna be fight videos. There's gonna be like news coverage topics, some discussions, and other shenanigans, etc. Right. So let's get straight into the news. And first off, let's go with last Thursday's the promo, which is the one for magazine, the PR magazine. So we have a magazine order in a magazine. So this is a Kyoka order actually. So magazine order for Kyoka, which is a magazine section, if you would call it. We have lyrical shooting stars, and this one is special edition, so they say. And then the skill is a grade 3, and it's a grade 3, and the skill is fairly simple, but it's very very lock specific, like name lock specific. So very name specific, right? So counter plus 1, you can only play this order if your Vanguard is Kyoka and you play this by counter plus 1. And so you choose up to 2 normal units from with different grades, with the same grade or less than your Vanguard, and call it to rearguard circles. Then after that, if you have grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3 each at least, one or more at least on your field, then during this particular turn, you can play up to 2 orders, and they have to be the lyrical shooting stars, right? So which means that you can only play like magazine orders to say in the least. So which is pretty interesting, which is kind of like very nice because of this is like to help with a lot of like Kyoka support. With Kyoka support, and with what the stream actually is like trying to say is that if you play the special edition before the other magazines, means that you can proc all of the old magazines full effect. You can also like use the grade, you can almost like call back the grade 2, you can always use for the grade 3. Use this as a potential 30k booster. You revive archers that has been retired. You can call out Strategia because you can actually like counter plus 1 to draw one, and then you can just call out with the effect of like Soul plus 1 and just to fill your board, which is kind of interesting. And then of course you can use this to increase your increase the hand size with the draw power with the new lyrical support in LBT04. So which is technically what this magazine order can really do in this particular sense, right? So I don't really play Kyoka, but I think this is a very interesting order that you can play up to 2 orders at the same time. So that's quite nice. Now tonight is the focus of tonight's stream will be more focusing on the new season of Vanguard. So before that, we have a special promo PG, which is technically like the generic effect of discarding 1 if you have 2 or more cards in the hand. So it's going to be like 5,000 yen, I think. I think they give you a present if you spend like 5,000 or more in the to commemorate the last episode, the enemy's final episode. So technically kind of nice, but I think you can it's to 5,000 yen, I guess, for getting this card. I mean, it's, I would say could have been Sanctitude, but whatever. But then again, I'm not here to, because this is anime celebration, last episode celebration, exclusive card, so it's very hard to find, so I can understand why. Well, the fact that this is like not nation locked is like pretty interesting. So it's very generic, so you can use this in like almost every nation. So which is pretty good. Which means that Chaos is gonna get like a whole different Sentinel name support, which is kind of nice. I would say so. You can play this in Petrolka as well for lyrical. So I think that's also kind of like interesting. So yeah, that's about it. I digress, that's not the huge part, but the huge part is this one, which is the new season of anime, which is called Cardfight Vanguard Divines. Because like the katakana here is like Divines, which means like they have the V and the Z, they emphasize on that, the V and the Z, so Divines. Will be start broadcasting on January next year. which more details will be on the presentation on the 12th of December, like soon enough, 3 months, like about like 2 months from now. After that, we have the new protagonist for season 6. Okay, this series, Rokuseki. I think that's the kanji. Shin Sujinko. So this is the new protagonist, but it looks like not like Yu. Of course, it's a new protagonist. It's not Yu. So regardless, it still looks like Yu to me. We have a little mix of Toya, but I don't know. That's just me. The great part of this, however, was that the producer for the D series, which is Nabe-san, Nabe P, as we call him, has displayed this particular slide. Is that the anime is projected to have 9 seasons, with season 6 and season 7 and season 8 and season 9 in 2025 and season 6 and season 7 next year. But there are preparations which are made for beyond, like made for seasons 10 and beyond, but only for season 9 for now. So you can see in this particular timeline, they say that season 10 is still in progress. So up until this point, so for this series, we started off in 2021, which is like April up until October. For 2022, we have the Wildra season 1. And then Wildra season 2, and then we have Wildra season 3, which is in like 2023 between like January and July. And then for next year, we have the same thing as well. So it's going to be the same, yeah. So season 6, season 7 will be in around like 2024. Season 8 and season 9 will be around like 2025, right? So that's kind of nice. So more content to come, which means that this season is gonna last for the next 3 years or so, which is kind of nice. It's not bad, so I would say that's pretty good. Which means that more content is gonna come in the near future. After that, we have like a very interesting the V promos, re-standard, and V promos, V cards gonna come out as well as PR participants. So yeah, for the tournaments and whatnot. So what we have here is Narukami and Palmoon. So it's the right fixer and the ones that were being boosted ones. So I'm not gonna go through the second skill because like everybody knows up until this point. So the Narukami one is pretty interesting because Vanguard Radar once per turn when this unit attacks were being boosted, she doesn't counter blast, she soul blast. You choose one column and you buy all of your opponent's front row rear guards in that column, and you move all of your opponent's back row front row rear guards to the open front row rear guards circle, which is kind of like very interesting in a sense, but I don't really get the point of it because I felt like it's not gonna be very useful in, I would say, if we want to argue in the context of Gauntlet Blaster, it's not going to be like very nice here. But I would say that probably you might find this very useful in premium because there's probably like some cards that can try to like retire or mine the front row rear cards in the later battles. That I'm not sure, but for me this is a very weird PR for Narukami, which is Madeline. But nice strike are those is the Hellmoon one, which is like Vanguard Regular 1 Super Turn. When this unit attacks or being boosted, you counter blast 1, you soul charge 1, you choose up to 1 unit card with a different card name from this unit and call it to rear guard circle. So there's probably like a lot of target that you can call with Pardos. Technically speaking, like Alice, I don't know, if you're playing in premium, I can imagine you can call Kirti Paratrooper, you can call out the Peritons, or in a sense like V series, you can call out like Nightmare Doors out for something for like the multi-attack shenanigans. I'm not very familiar with Hellmoon. Please forgive me on that. Hellmoon players, maybe you can tell me like that is like one of the few examples that I can think of on the top of my head where you can actually like call this like mid-battle phase, which is kind of like cool. Because like you can prop with Alice, I don't know, like Carol or whatsoever, with the Nightmare Doors, with Hari or whatsoever cards that can probably do multi-attacks, I would say, in Hellmoon. So this is technically a very good card. I would say not super good, not the best, but I think it's still viable, I'd say, playing in this particular format as well. So technically speaking, it kind of looks like Jacqueline. So it kind of reminds me of Jacqueline, if I'm not mistaken. The one with the Hari TV, was it Jacqueline? I think it's Jacqueline, her name. Okay, then after that, and that's the right fixer, so I'm not gonna go through that. Now, for November and December's promo, we have six new promos. 3 will be reviewed for this Thursday, but for tonight we have 3 new PRs, which is one for Alden, one for Magnolia Maskus, and one for who? Okay, one for Michu Cannonball. Alright, so first off, we go with Alden, bringer of New Style Sirius, which is a grade 0, so he is a Captain Sentry, obviously. So continuous rear guard skill during your turn. If you have a Alden Vanguard, this unit gets 2k power. So technically speaking, he is an 8k attacker, 8k booster, which is kind of nice. And then rear guard auto once per turn. When your other units that is called to the rear guard circle by our Alden's ability, you counter blast 1 and you choose one of your rear guards and you get to restand it, right? So which is super good because you can do like at least 5 attacks with Alden already. Not that you can't last time, but I'm pretty sure that you can actually like do it with like Drilling Angel. I'm not sure. You can do it like I'm not sure. I think like Drilling Angel and the Gold Gaon, I'm not sure. Because some people say that you can already technically do 5 attacks already with Alden, provided if you have the right conditions and whatnot. But yes. Yeah, so that's technically it, right? So where you choose one of your rear and stand it also applies if you call this unit at the same time as another unit, so which is pretty cool. Also applies if you call this unit at the same time as another. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's quite good, I would say. For Alden, so very nice grade 0 support, which also means that you can essentially guarantee that you have like a full board of like different grades, because Alden requires you to have like at least 3 different grades, like 312 or 213 or like 102 example, right? So in order for Alden's skill to proc, so that's technically good for Sirius, the PR. And then after that we have Seven Horn Beast Maliva. So Maliva is a grade 2, it's a high beast. So continuous, if your Vanguard is Magnolia Mask, he gains all of the following effects. If you place on Mega Circle, you Soul Blast 1 and he gets 5k power until the end of turn, and if he did not CC during his turn, you get to CC 1, which is kind of nice. So essentially, he can only help you to like reach counter charge at the cost of Soul Blast 1, which is super great. And the skill is that continuous rear guard circle, guardian circle. This unit can intercept from the back row and plus 5k shield for each of your dragon tree markers. So let's say if you have 3, he's gonna get like a 15k shield roll, so he's gonna be like a 20k intercept. So probably it's a very good card, I would say, for Magnolia Mask, but then I'm not sure about the whole space and whatnot, because Magnolia Mask at this particular, the deck build and however the playstyle with Magnolia Mask is like very reliant on Dragon Tree marker generators like Death Evolve and Beast Hours. So I'm not sure what you can kick out for Maliva. Maybe you can kick out Force Glow, maybe you can kick out like some older cards if you do. And probably you will kick out the Rabbit, or like the one that if your Magnolia Maskus is placed on Mega Circle, you call it out from the drop zone and plus 5k. That one, right? So I'd say that it potentially can replace something, but I'm not sure what it is. But the fact that he can CC, intercept from back row and plus plus shield for each of your Dragon Tree markers is like pretty nice. So imagine if like he intercepts and then you have 5 Dragon Tree markers and you get 25k 25k shield power, which is like super big. I'm not gonna lie. So it's really good. It's quite nice, right? So last but not least, we have the Beware of the Sneeze of Fireworks, which is a cannonball set order for Michu. So Michu needs some love this time round, so we have finally some Michu support. And the very funny thing about this card is that this is a DPR 666, right? So so this is a PR number 666 in D. So you take that what you will. You play this by Counter Blast 1, and skill when this unit is placed in the order zone, you get to draw 1 card. So which is good because Michu needs the draw power, extra draw power, and then the skill order act order zone. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Michu, you put this card to the drop zone and you choose one of your units plus 10k until the end of turn, and then you choose one of your opponent's ray guns, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, it cannot intercept and cannot withstand during the next stand phase. So pretty awesome, pretty solid, I would say. Not only that you can have the the drawing, you can also get the power plus, and you can technically control the field as well. So yeah, you can this cannonball order is like super good, not gonna lie. So yeah, you probably have to kick out the whatever grade 2 order, that cannonball order, but then I'm not sure if there's like any other grade 2 cannonball order. It might have, I might be wrong because I'm not a very huge Nichu player, so enlighten me on that. So yeah, Nichu fans, rejoice, EYA, you have finally gotten a very good card. So technically, I would say that this card reminds me of Ingarten, the Grade 1 product order from Velstra. So yeah, I would say this is a very nice card to play with in Alden, not Alden, sorry, in Nichu. So that's it. So the 3 new remaining PRs and as well as the 3 reprints will be revealed in this Thursday's live stream, right? So yeah, so we have total of 9 orders, 6 new ones, and then that's about it, right? So if we were to assume by what they announce, they say that they will come out like strike PRs, like support a PR support for like strike deck sets like Messiah and Chrono Jet. So probably one for Dark States, or one for Run Gate, and then the other one will be Dragon Empire. So we are not sure what the Dragon Empire promo is gonna be, but we have to see. The other 3 is very hard to tell because I'm not sure like what other PRs, what other cards are there that it's probably good for this particular meta at this moment. So we can't really predict this, not gonna lie. But yeah, we can definitely know that the last one is gonna be like Dragon Empire if we have to follow a trend. Because like Keta is gonna be here, and Keta is here, Stoichia is here, Lyrical Monastery is here, so it's very difficult to tell. It might not be Dragon Empire, who knows? It could be like the reprints could be in like the Dragon Empire one, so we'll have to see what we're gonna get in the near future. So yes, that's about it. I think that's all for tonight's stream, but for next Tuesday stream is very important because it would do reveal cards from Shiranui deck set, including the right line, the press, the 2 G units, and info on Dominate, right? So which is the gimmick for G era Shiranui. So right line, the press, G units, but not the rest of the deck set, right? I think I think this means that we will be covering all the cards in the Shiranui deck set. Okay, too. So next Tuesday is gonna be like a very long video on like the covering through Shiranui, and I'm pretty sure that by next Tuesday, the next Tuesday, we will probably getting like the reviews for Luwat as well. So probably have to stay tuned for that. So that's about it. Yeah, so I think that's all for tonight. Like for this stream, it's nothing huge. I mean it's huge. I mean it's something major, something very interesting. But we will have to see like what's in store for us in the next few days to come. So I think that's about it. I'll end this video right here, right now. If you do enjoy this video, if you do want to stay tuned for more content to come, please hit like and subscribe. And yes, I'm excited to see what is in Thursday because I play Chrono Jet. We desperately need something new for support for the deck sets because they haven't been getting too much of crazy supports other than the grade 3. The new grade 3 in DBT 13, the Falcratia, and etc. If you want to call Falcratia like a support, I mean it's a pseudo support for grade 4s, because of Jet and Messiah, but not Messiah, for Jet because you have a grade 4 Vanguard, but it doesn't really talk. But still, we probably need a lot of an update in terms of the strike deck set. So yeah, I think that's about it. I don't want to drag this video any further. So if I have misspoke anything, if I get things wrong, if there's things that you might correct me, or if you feel like you want to comment on what's your thoughts on these new PRs and the new support, etc. Please do list down in the comment section down below, and I'll probably end the video right here right now. So until then, I'll see you guys next time on the next video. This has been Professor Eno 095 and you.